Before we start our Tauke Talk session today with Ezzati from Teman Malaysia, I would like to inform everyone about the agenda. I will start with the overall guidelines and for the sessions. And then I will follow up by the introduction, a short introduction about RISE, and then also about our Tauke guest today. And then we'll move on to the main agenda, which is a sharing session with Ezzati, where she will share about her entrepreneurship journey. And then we'll follow up with a Q&A session where we'll be answering your pre-submitted questions and also any questions in the chat. So feel free to drop your questions. And then on the closing, I'll be announcing our next Tauke sessions and also a short introduction about our current running program, which is Rise Online 2021. So the overall guideline for Tauke Talk sessions is pretty much straightforward. Please stay muted and turn off your video when you join. And if you have any question, please ask them in the chat. We will answer them during the Q&A session. And please use respectful language in the chat. And that's about it. Yeah, so thank you again, everyone, for joining today. My name is Farah, and I'll be the host today. And welcome to Tauke Talks. So Tauke Talks is a series of sharing sessions where small but mighty business owners share about their motivation to start their own business and the story behind the journey. This sharing session is brought to you by RISE. So RISE is a Malaysian and research social outreach project that empowers Malaysian youth through entrepreneurship, and RISE is supported by City Foundation. We believe that entrepreneurship is not only for big startups which use high tech, but also for the small but mighty businesses. RISE aims to showcase stories of small businesses that are persevering and still chasing their dream despite the circumstances. So without further ado, I'm so happy to welcome our guest today. We have Ezzati, CEO and co-founder of Teman Malaysia. So welcome to Tauke Talks, Ezzati.
Hi, thank you, Farah. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Assalamualaikum.
Yeah, waalaikumsalam. Thank you, everyone, for joining at our afternoon sessions. I know it's a sort of like an odd timing after lunch, but people will just ate, you know. So I hope this session will, pick you up after this and inspired by the story that Ezzati will share. Yeah, so to start off, Ezzati, we would like to know a little bit more about your business. So could you introduce to the audience briefly about your business?
All right, I would get to. So I'm actually a co-founder of Teman Malaysia. So Teman Malaysia provides a care companionship service for elderlies, where our Temanions, the care companion that we call, which is a combination of Teman and companion. So our customers, mainly elderly, match with our Temanions to do activities together, to go to health appointments, to do some grocery shopping, running some errands, or simply just doing some activities at home, like playing chess or anything to fill in their time. Yeah.
I like the name Temanion.
we somehow get the idea somewhere, and people are asking us, "Oh, is it minion?" But it's actually Temanion. Because our Temanions are not actually small.
But they are useful.
Yes, they are very helpful. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really nice name.
Thank you.
Yeah, I like that. What do you call it? It's a service, right? Temanion is a
Yep.
service itself. Yeah.
Yeah.
What inspired you to start your own business? What inspired you to start Teman Malaysia?
Okay. So actually, Teman Malaysia is a product of Seed Lab, with a program, an incubator program by Petronas and so also Tata Consultancy Services. So Seed Lab actually stands for Social Enterprise Education Lab. So it is a program where a number of youth came together to try to develop ideas so that we can become a social enterprise which are able to give social impact to people. And also one of the main main goals of SEEDLab is to provide job opportunities to reduce the youth unemployment rate in Malaysia. As
Mhm.
we know, after COVID, the unemployment rate shoots like to the sky. So we are really here hoping that we are able to provide a few job opportunities to some people if it helps. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So for our audience today, if you would like to know more about Teman Malaysia, please do check out their social media platform, as we show on the screen, and also they are reachable to WhatsApp. Yeah, so please yeah, feel free to screenshot.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, thank you for the introductions. And I think it's my first time hearing um, such service platform in Malaysia. And I
Really.
think what makes Teman Malaysia different is that it's very accessible, it's very straightforward.
Mm,
And
correct.
it's not like I don't know. When I look through your services, it's pretty much, oh, I understand what you do, and
Oh, great.
yeah, yeah.
Our marketing team and social media director will be so happy hearing that.
Yes, kudos to them. Hmm.
Yeah.
But so you said that you started your business because you joined after you completed the seed lab, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were the challenges when you first started your business, and how did you overcome them?
Okay, so within Seed Lab, we are able to test out our ideas to see whether or not what we are offering is something what that the community actually need. So we are given that space to actually do try and error, try to portray our services out there and see whether any people would take up the service. So one of the biggest challenges I would say is when we started telling people our ideas. People would say, "Oh, would the youth would want to do caregiving jobs?" Because as we know, caregiving jobs in Malaysia are usually using foreign workers, Filipinos, Indonesian maids, and so on. So that is one of the main challenges that we face uh, during the early stages. But Alhamdulillah, we are able to find those who are really passionate, who are still with us up until today. And actually, being a Temanion is actually a gig job. It's like somehow a Grab driver, but you are there to accompany the elderly to do some activities. So finding youth, we do open our Temanion job to people aged like 18 to 60, but we are really focusing on the youth because we want this youth to actually have intergenerational learning while
Mhm.
doing the service. They're not just doing it for the money, but we
Mm.
want them to have to learn emotional support, to learn how to bring themselves around people. So it's not just really the service that we're looking for, but it's actually the impact that it can give to the people receiving and also giving the service.
Was it hard for you though to sort of find this group of youth that willing to work with elderly?
Yeah, it is quite tough. We I remember the first time that we are looking for people. We are just posting job applications on Facebook and Instagram. Are you interested to be a care companion? And thankfully we are able to get applicants from those who are passionate, who are really there, who wants to help. Some people say that my grandparents are no longer here, my parents are no longer here, so I'm not able to give the same thing to them, but uh, through your service, I'm able to contribute to other people. So it somehow gives them some kind of peace, and we are able to find quite a number of passionate people to do this service. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because in a way, it's a gig economy. It's a gig,
Yes.
and also, but this is different because I think you feel really rewarding, right? After
Yeah.
that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, do you guys also provide a special training for the youth, especially some
Yeah.
experience?
Yeah. Okay. So we are not limiting the Temanian job to only those who have certificates or specific trainings to be on board. because after what matters to us is their passion and their drive to really wanted to do the job. So after going a series of selection before they are selected as our Temanions, we would send those who did not have any background in caregiving, we would send them to basic caregiving skills training by our partner, National Cancer Society Malaysia. So they are very helpful. So we are able to provide the basic skills that is needed while doing caregiving, like how to handle elderly on wheelchair and what to do during emergencies and so on. Yeah.
Mm-mm. And I'm just curious, right now, what is the most common service, companion request service coming from the elderly care?
Yeah. So the most common one would definitely be health appointments.
I see.
That is one of the things that we can see the most problem that people are having, especially during COVID, when the adult children are away from their parents, so they are not able to be there all the time during the appointment. So they would call us up and tell us, can you send someone to bring my mother to the hospital appointment? Some of them even give us the list of the appointments for us to bring their mom. So yeah,
In one
so
day.
I don't know, in the course of few months.
Oh, I see. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So health appointment is the one that is needed the most. But we
Mm.
do also have some requests asking for us to accompany doing errands,
I
uh, yeah, going shopping, buying food for the pet and so on. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah,
Mm. Interesting. Nice to know. And speaking of pandemic, since we're still in the pandemic right now,
yeah.
what would you say like is the biggest challenge you faced during the pandemic?
Um,
How did your business have to adapt to it?
okay.
Mm.
Firstly, of course, the requests have really gotten down during once the lockdown started, because our main customers, the elderlies, are the vulnerable group of people, right? So they, even hospitals would say that if the appointment are not that important, you can just postpone it. So convincing people that our service is still relevant is quite a challenge. But how we actually came out from that is
Mm.
we offer a welfare check service where the children came to us to check on their parents, to visit their parents at home, seeing how their parents are doing. Are they still food within? Are they still healthy? Is their medication enough and things like that?
Mm,
So
mm,
yeah, in a way that we are able to help, even though it is during the COVID pandemic.
Yeah, I think it
Mm-mm.
was difficult for a lot of families because especially those parents that living, you know,
Yeah.
also I
You know, we,
can.
we, we heard stories about elderlies being quite stubborn, where they don't want to live in with their children. They still want to live in their own house. Yeah, it's very common within our customers. So we see that we are always changing how we are offering the services to our customers. So during that time, we can see that doing like maybe just 1 hour visit to our elderly customers' home would help them and also their children. Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand that elderly people can be quite stubborn sometimes. So especially when it comes to maybe they will listen more to strangers than sometimes listen to their own children, right?
Yes, definitely. We've seen a lot of cases like that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
So this job actually requires also a lot of patience and also understanding lah, right? It's not,
Yes, correct.
yeah, it's not just a normal gig job. You just come one
Yeah.
hour leave,
Yeah,
right?
usually
Mm,
because that's why when we select our Temanions, the passion part is the most important thing, because you know what you're getting yourself into. You know what kind of people is going to be receiving your service. But Alhamdulillah, I would say that these elderly are quite helpful. We are getting the complaints from the children, but actually the elderly themselves are very sweet.
Oh,
Whenever our Temanions came in, they'll definitely serve some water, some kuih raya, biscuits. So it's very a good experience, I would say.
yeah, I think they must be happy actually also, right? To have someone to visit
Yeah.
them. Mm. And they
So
like to talk, right? They
yeah,
like,
so
yeah.
we actually have a package like for welfare check-ins. Maybe we would come and check twice a week or once a week. So they are actually looking forward to the Temanions coming in. For example, when the Temanion is supposed to come on Monday and Wednesday. So for example, the Temanions can't make it. They are coming on the next day, for example. So the children would be getting a call from their mother. Oh, where is that person? When is she coming? So yeah.
They look forward. That's so sweet.
Yeah, so that's really what drives me.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, just having a handful of people looking forward for our service, I think that is so satisfying. Yeah,
So for the good Temanian, right? Maybe they have like such high requests. Like
yeah,
customer be like, no, I only
yeah, definitely. Yeah, because we don't really promise that you are able to get the same Temanian every time you request for a service, but as long as you book early, we are able to secure that session for that Temanian. We would really like to send in, because the relationship, the bonding is important, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
we really try to accommodate their request as much as possible.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah. And right now, yeah, since the pandemic is still present, like with the uncertainty caused by the pandemic, since every business, like you also have to adapt, like how are you planning to help your business to sort of like, because you're still at the growing stage, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
yeah.
So one of the ways that we are doing it, because our name is Teman, right? Yes, our focus is the elderly, but now we are looking into ways on who else that we can do the service for, because like after doing posts on our social media, we have requests asking that, do you teman children? Do you teman women? Can you teman my wife for her health maternity checkup and things like that? So we are looking into that possibilities also, whether or not we are able to provide the same service. But definitely, um, teman the elderly is our main focus, because Farah, just to share a fun fact, within just 9 years time, in 2030, Malaysia is going to be an aging nation. So the number of elderly in Malaysia is going to double until 7 million people. So
Uh-huh.
there is going to be a lot of elderly people in Malaysia. So we are actually not ready to face that. So that is one of the cause of why Teman Malaysia is here also.
Wow.
Yeah, because because the health system is better, people are living longer, so it's a good thing. But we don't have
Mm.
many services out there that really caters to elderly.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. In a way, that's a good news for us, but but yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I think Malaysia also not prepared to take care of elderly needs.
Yeah, and what Teman would like to focus on is actually, a lot of people are doing something for the sick elderly. We are having care homes and nurses, but
Yes.
Teman would really look into the healthy ones. When they still want to go out and do activities. It's just that their children are worried for them to go alone. So
Yeah.
Teman is there to accompany them. Like, you want to go nursery hopping, you want to go for plants, or you want to go to look toys for your pets. Yeah, we can be there for your parents.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I also can imagine that, especially during the pandemic, if the elderly live alone, it can also
Yeah.
take their mental health, right?
Yes,
Uh,
definitely.
mm,
Yeah, we actually have one customer who are actually showing symptoms of Alzheimer's and dementia.
mm,
So we will come to their place a few times a week,
mm.
and we do some light activities. We play chess, we play some mind games, where people say that by doing things like this, it will slow down the symptoms of them. the mind deteriorating. So yeah, we
Mm.
really wanted to focus on that apart from the health appointments, of course.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
Well, there's a lot of challenges itself, right? If
Yeah,
care of the elderly, and
yeah,
then you also have the business challenge.
definitely. Yeah.
But beside the challenges, there must be like, what is the proudest achievement to date for Teman Malaysia?
The proudest.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one customer who has some mental disorder. So actually, his sister takes us in, takes our service to be there for him, like three hours per day, just to be his friend at home. Because once his mental health declines, his wife and children actually left him,
Oh.
so he's actually staying with his sister. So his sister called us up to call for a Temanion to come in, uh, because he started talking alone and didn't want to interact with other people. So his sister just tried Teman to see how he can help. So after a few visits, going to his place, he started praying again. He started reciting the Quran again, and after at a certain point, he said that I can't wait for the Temanin to come in because he's my best friend. So I said that, oh my God, that I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna cry, but seeing how much we can affect
Mm,
somebody, I think that's my biggest achievement, I think.
mm, mm, mm. Oh.
Yeah,
We all like, okay, that's
yeah,
very touching. That's very touching. Yeah.
yeah. We are doing business. We are getting profits
Yeah.
from our services. But apart from that, we would like to give something else, something more to our customers
Mm,
and also to our Temanions. Yeah.
yeah. But I think it also, I mean, for you, sometimes maybe it probably because of I mean, stories like this, right? You sometimes also forget that, oh, I'm actually running a business.
Yes. Yeah. This might sound a poyo to some people, but every day I would think about where can we find more people to help, because
Mm,
we can see that a lot of people are not doing so good during this not only during pandemic season, all the time there are some people that needs help, but some are not getting the help that they need. So I think through this service, I think we are able to help some, if not all. So
mm,
yeah.
mm, mm. Yeah, I hope Teman Malaysia will keep on thriving so you guys can expand to every state in Malaysia.
Thank you so much. Actually, my vision actually, okay, like last year we are in Klang Valley. To this year we are Teman in Johor. My target is we are in Indonesia. We are in everywhere. We want to be Teman everywhere. Not just Teman Malaysia.
Teman global, Teman international.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Because I would see that everyone needed that service. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Mm,
Yeah,
hopefully.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, thank you for sharing. I'm really sort of like trying not to get too emotional.
No, let's get to the fun stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your one entrepreneur that you admire, and
Okay.
why do they inspire you?
This is quite cliche. I love listening to stories by Elon Musk because
Uh-huh.
previously I've watched a documentary about his mom actually.
Okay.
So his mom and the father raised up three children, if I'm not mistaken. So they are always moving around. They're always traveling. They are always living with the littlest things. Uh, it's not like they have a big house. They have a room full of toys and everything. But all the three children of his mom become great, successful. Just look at Elon Musk, right? How much is his worth now? So um, his mother said that Elon Musk never stops thinking on how to help people. He will just keep on thinking, what can I do better? What can I do better? So looking at where he is now, and he is still not stopping, I think that is what drives me the most, because um, he's the richest man in the world, but he's still not stopping or even slowing down. So yeah, I
Yeah, yeah.
really admire that drives he has to provide better things for the world, basically.
It's
Yeah,
the ultimate grit for entrepreneur,
yeah,
unstoppable.
yeah. He came up with one idea, he make it go big, and then he started off with another idea, make it go big, and he is on a roll, and he doesn't even look old. That's the thing that I'm most jealous about. Yeah.
No, no, maybe it's just a photo. Maybe it's just different.
Yeah, I heard his mom said that he get like 2 to 4 hours of sleep only every day, and he's able to achieve that.
How you don't?
So
How you not looking old? If you
yeah, definitely. What is his secret?
Good question.
So yeah, the upbringing, the drive, the secrets, every aspect of his life actually amazed me. So
Yeah.
I love to study about him. I love to read documentaries about him. So
Mm,
yeah.
mm, 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 mm.
Mm.
So with all this sort of how do I say the unusual routine of entrepreneurs, the sort of like unstoppable
Yeah.
would you still recommend young people to start their own business?
Okay, the first thing that I would tell everyone out there, especially the youth, if they are watching this, doing business doesn't mean that you have your own free time.
Yeah,
You're not able to work at your own free time. You're able to do this and that at your own free time. That's a lie. You don't have that as your vision on why you want to become a businessman, to start your own business. No, because I'm actually married. I have 2 boys, and my husband is very supportive. But I'm also the customer service for Teman. So I'll be getting calls and WhatsApp at the very odd hours. So you cannot say no to all that. You have to be there all the
yeah.
time, and you have to put your everything into your business.
Mm,
So if you want, I would definitely suggest everyone, youth, definitely, before you have any commitments, fall in love with your idea, fall in love with your business, so that once you see the fruits of what you've been working for, it's very satisfying. So it's not wrong to be employed, but when you are doing your business on your own, you are able to see the results of your hard work, I would say.
yeah,
So yeah, go chase your dreams, go sell things.
do good.
Yeah, do good. Yeah.
But I think that's definitely a very realistic advice that it's not like some people will just say, yeah, go for it, don't no reality check.
Yeah, and don't be fooled by all that videos, product founder in Instagram showing like money in their branded wallets and purses. Don't be fooled by that. There's no way you guys are going to achieve that, and that is not the ultimate goal that you want, actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
What
Yeah.
makes you sleep sound at night is what you really want, actually.
So would you say you also have a lot of sleepless nights, like you're also taking care of your family and
Yeah.
do you also only sleep 4 hours a day?
Yeah, I'm actually quite fortunate to have the webcams quite far away from me, because you guys are not able to see my panda eyes. But yeah, I'm having that sleepless nights also, thinking about. Of course, I'm thinking about the sale, about the marketing, where are we going to get more Temanions and such. But it's a good stress, I would say.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah. And I have a very supporting husband who would listen to all my rants and my complaints. So yeah, it I get it all out at my home, and I get to get a fresh start after that. Yeah,
Yeah. That's good.
yeah,
Every day is a new day, right?
yes. And every day is a new challenge, so
Mm,
it's fun.
yeah.
Doing something that is not routine is fun. I think
Mm.
it gets you jumpy.
So you try for uncertainty lah, in the sense that you try for
Yeah,
don't like
because
monotonous.
I got bored. I get bored with the same routine every day. Yeah, it's not, there's no fun, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that's all questions from my end. Yeah, thank you for answering them, and I love listening to all your stories.
Thank you so much.
And we
I
do
guess,
have a few sorry, we do have a few questions from
yeah,
the
I saw the chat. Okay.
uh, I will start first with how did you arrive at the business idea of wanting to provide service to elderly, like specifically elderly?
Okay, so actually, when we are in that Seed Lab program, um, they started to ask us what segment are we interested in. So I'm actually a dietitian by practice.
Oh,
So yeah, I'm really interested into the care sector. I'm supposed to be working in a hospital, but yeah, I'm interested in the care sector. So when a group of my friends are given into that sector to look at, we started looking into children, women, even pets, and the environment, because all that needs care, right? So
mm,
okay, initially we want to go with pets, because Malaysia, we don't have that much things circulating pets. But after research and some groundworks, we can see that Malaysians are not ready to really fund businesses that is relating to animals. We're not like the US. Our people are not there yet. And after looking at the elderlies, we see that, like I said before, many people are too focused on the sick elderlies. Not many are looking at the the healthy ones, the retired but got lots of time, lots of energy. Not many are doing things for them. So that's when Teman really started. Yeah.
And also knowing that in next 10 years, Malaysia
Yeah. I I
aging,
I
yeah,
keep picturing my parents actually.
yeah,
I want that to be something that if I'm not there for them, something else is able to help me cater for them also.
mm, mm,
Yeah, I think this is the idea is very very close to heart.
mm,
Yeah, and it is something that actually everyone can relate to. Everyone would have some elderly figure in their life. So
mm.
yeah, this one why we come to Teman. Yeah.
Thanks. Next question. How do you get your user to be aware of your services and trust you?
Okay, so um, we usually promotes our services on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, and usually people would starts off going into Teman uh, when they really need help, especially during the health appointments. So, I wouldn't say that we are taking advantage of their uh, need for help. But once they have experienced the service firsthand, they are able to see how Teman service are actually able to help, and how our Temanions could be trusted. And also on our part, we did do a lot of background checks. We really got to know our Temanions, whether or not they can be trusted and how they are uh, in person before letting them out doing a service. Because usually during the first service for that Temanion, we usually one of our co-founder would come together with them to see how they are, how they handle the elderly and such. So I think that's one of the way that we can do to instill that confidence in our customers.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I also saw that you guys noted this in your website. So in a way, I think from a customer side, I do feel like, yeah, you guys do not simply just, oh, anyone want to work with us,
Yeah.
you
Actually,
in.
actually, the process of getting on board to be a Temanion is quite tedious, I would say. But
Oh,
why
okay.
we did that is we would ask for videos, we would do online interviews, we would send them to trainings because we want to see whether or not you are here to really do the job or just simply for the money. Because
Yeah.
if you're just sending applications everywhere, we'll see that you are just trying to land a job, not really on board with the whole Teman Malaysia idea.
Mm, 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 mm. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah, because I think elderly care is also sensitive uh
Yes.
sector.
Mm, definitely. We
Mm,
wouldn't want just anyone to be there with our parents or grandparents, right? So we understand the concern that our customers have also.
mm, mm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good that you take a great initiative to sort of like do a thorough check to avoid
Yeah.
anything, because later it will cost you guys the trouble.
Yeah,
You need
definitely.
to prevent it. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mm.
Mm-mm. Yeah. And I think a third question we have is, how do you hire freelancer like the Manion to work with you? And how do you know that they are doing good job? I mean, how do you know that they do good at the job?
Oh, okay. So we usually, like I said before, we advertise our job openings on our social media. So you can just apply to be our Temanions using the link. You can get it from our Instagram or Facebook. So after that, there are a lot of steps that these Temanion have to do to before they become our Temanions. So the 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 application process is simple, but there's a few steps before you are on board. Yeah. And then
Mm-mm.
what is the second question, Farah? Sorry.
I think they say, how do you know they are good for the job? I think you answer in the
Oh,
question.
yeah. And
I
also we would ask for feedbacks from
mm,
our customers directly after the service. Or sometimes they themselves would give the feedback before we even ask. So yeah, that's and and when the customers are repeating customers and they ask for the same Temanion, I would say that that is an indicator that our Temanions are doing a good job.
is it like a rating system?
Yeah, yeah, there
Uh,
is. Yeah.
uh, 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 uh,
Mm.
mm. Uh, and I think we have one last question before we wrap up the
Mm-hmm.
session.
Okay.
Um, yeah, someone would like to know who is your target group? Do you take in elderly who don't speak Malay, or uncles and auntie who cannot speak Malay, or is it a significant group of these elderlies as well?
Oh no, actually,
Mm.
we are able to get a healthy pool of all the main races in Malaysia. So
Yeah.
we have Malay, Chinese, and Indians, the Manians. So
Mm.
we do have requests that uh, in the booking in the service booking form when anyone want to book our service, we do ask them the language preference.
I
So
see.
based on that, we will match them with the suitable Temanian. So usually our service, the booking has to be made at least 3 to 4 days before the
Mm.
date. Yeah,
Mm.
because our Temanians are gig workers, right? So they're not always available. So telling them beforehand would really help.
Mm, mm,
So
mm.
actually, Farah, Teman is actually in a process of developing our own apps. So hopefully we'll be able to be like Grab, where people can just go to the phone and book
Yeah.
a service as simple as booking a Grab. So
Yeah,
hopefully
yeah,
make
yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Do
then you
do
will need
do
a lot of the money.
yes, do make prayers for us so that this will become a reality.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, because then it'll be like an instant thing, you know?
Yeah. We are working into that. So maybe with that app available, we are able to expand even faster to
Uh, uh,
other states, inshallah.
Mm, 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 mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think to follow up just to the related question, lah, I mean, sort of like the reality of Malaysia living in a multicultural society. Do you
Mm-hmm.
face any sensitive issue with the Temanian and elderlies, like different race, different religion,
Ah.
coming together, or whether they're like, oh, I chose someone who can speak um Mandarin, but turns out it's a Malay person who can speak Mandarin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. But
Uh,
we did not have any issues yet.
mm,
I've become a Temanion once.
uh-huh.
I did a welfare check for a Chinese Chinese popo. So when I went there, she asked me, you can drink or not at my house? You okay or not? I give you biscuit, you can eat or not? So she's very she's
Oh,
she's she's 88 years old and she's very sensitive about me, a Muslim. And also we a lot of our services are multiracial. A Malay Temanian doing service for a Chinese auntie, and also a Indian Temanian doing for a Malay uncle. So we don't have any issues yet. We don't see that I don't want you because you're a Malay or something like that. We
mm,
never experienced that because I think we are very very accepting as Malaysians. Yeah. So
mm, mm, mm.
one of the things that I would like to share is apa masih ada harapan,
Yes,
that we think that people are racist and things like that, reading things on Facebook, right? But it's
yes,
actually it's not true. There's still a lot more nice people out there who are not on Facebook, maybe.
that is
So
true.
yeah,
What we see is only a small percentage,
yeah.
and
So
that necessarily mean the truth. Mm,
yeah, so there's still so many people that wanted to do the service, wanted our service. So I don't think it is such a problem for us.
mm, mm, mm,
We might we if we came across as being just a Malay service, we are actually not. We are open. Actually, most of our customers are Chinese, and they are really okay with Malay or Indian Temanian. So
mm, mm.
yeah, very
Yes.
fun.
Mm, mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. Yeah. There you go, guys. Take words. Malaysia, Malaysia.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
still hope that we can.
Yeah, there's still hope for Malaysia. Yep.
Yeah. Don't trust everything you read and the social media, especially
Yeah.
yeah, with the current.
Thank you for the question because I really want to clarify that to everyone because
Mm, 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 mm,
some
mm.
people would say because the name of the man, I think people
Yeah,
would say that
yeah,
this is only for Malays, right? But no, we are opening up the service for everyone.
mm,
Maybe
mm,
if you want something to someone who speak Hokkien, maybe we cannot really give you that, but Mandarin, inshallah can.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. But the three language is already it's a good start.
yeah, alhamdulillah. So and we still have hope for our youth. They're still very reliable. They're very sensitive towards the elderly. So it's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
your conversation today really give me a lot of hope, and yeah,
Yeah. What you guys are doing at Rice also, it's it's new. It's fresh, and people should really look into what you guys are doing also.
thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh
Right.
yeah, Farah. Before wrapping up, just for special for everyone's watching. Actually, Teman Malaysia is having a promotion for April. We have a buy 1 hour free 1 hour promotion. So if any of you guys are interested, just call the number available so
Yeah,
that we
that
can tell you more about it.
nice.
Yeah, just tell me that you guys got to know me from Rice. I'm gonna give you better price.
Thank you.
Special for Rice viewers.
Thank you. That's great.
Yeah. No
And
problem, Farah.
only available for April? Is
Yep.
April promotion?
No, the promotion, you just have to buy the voucher now. It can be redeemed until the end of May.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just have to book a service for now.
Great. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Thank you, Ezzati, for
Yeah.
sharing your story today. And anyone, yeah, the promo code, if you are interested to find out more about them, please do check out their website and grab the 1 hour, buy 1 hour, free 1 hour promotion, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, and I just want to say thank you again for being thank you again for being today. And I really you sort of this is my first time venturing into service for elderly, and I think what you guys are doing is somewhat, it's a very sensitive um, um, sector to go into, so everything must be carefully thought through. And I think what you explained to me today, it's like you guys thought about everything. You guys thought
Thank
about
you, Farah.
everything, and I do like the fact that you um, give opportunity for both youth and at the same time, so it's sort of, in a way, it's a cycle of life, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. So, yeah, thank you so much, Izzati from Teman Malaysia. I
Yeah,
wish
thank you
we have
for
more
this
time,
opportunity.
to talk about more things, and and I will just quickly wrap up today's Tauke Talk session by introducing our next Tauke. So our next Tauke will be Anis from Sugarloaf. So if you're a dessert lover, please do sign up for this. It's also one of Rice team personal favorite baker. It will be on the 14th of April, same time, 3 to 3:30. And the link will be the link down below. And our Rice team will also post the link in the chat. Yeah, so feel free to sign up. And also, we also have currently running our flagship program, which is Rise Online 2021. It's a free online course for all Malaysian. So we cover all basics of entrepreneurship, and it's open until the 30th of July. You can also find out in the bit.ly link. Yes, in the chat box. Thank you. And so if you guys have any more questions, feel free to check us out on social media. We are at Rise Program. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. And also, if you have any more questions for Izzati, feel free to reach out to her also. And thank you for being here and spending your Wednesday afternoon with us. It's been very delightful. It's been very delightful conversation. So thank you again, Izzati. And thank you so much, everyone, for being here.
Thank you, everyone.
I hope to see you all again next week. Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.